a right triangle, when we're solving for a missing side in a right triangle, we are going to use Pythagorean theorem. Now, the steps are going to be a tiny bit different whether you're looking for a hypotenuse versus a leg. In number 1, you're looking for the hypotenuse. So it's really basic. A squared plus B squared equals C squared. But in number 2, you're not looking for the hypotenuse. You're not looking for the hypotenuse, you're looking for a leg. We rotated that triangle for you. We did that, not for you. We did that on purpose to make sure that you knew you were looking for a leg. So honestly, I would just do this. I would go straight to that step. Sure, you can write step number 1 if you want, but when you're looking for a leg, you're going to be subtracting. And when you're looking for a hypotenuse, you're going to be adding. When you're looking for a leg, you want your number to be smaller than the hypotenuse, so think subtract. So if you take the square root of 26 squared minus 9 squared, you will get 24.39. Next one that I was asked about is 3b. Oh, sorry, 3b. CE. So we talked about to find the distance between 2 points, you always subtract. You always subtract, you always subtract. So on that one, we're doing 33 minus 6. So this one is 27. And BA, you subtract the coordinates. Here's B and here's A. Now the order doesn't matter because whatever you get, you're going to make your answer positive. So negative 11 minus negative 29. CE is larger, and so that's why it's a greater than sign. Okay. Next one I was asked about is number 5. This one, you plot your points. Negative 1, 1. That's R. 3, negative 4. That is S. And T, they didn't tell you the whole coordinate. This is not as hard as the warm-up, don't worry. You know that you have to form a right triangle, so you can either go up and over, or you can go across and up. You know what I mean? There's 2 places T could go. Oh, but it says that T has to be somewhere at negative 4. So T has to be somewhere over here. So I know that to make my right triangle, sorry, it's not that X was negative 4, Y was negative 4. Will it let me erase? Yep. So it has to be somewhere on this green line, Miss Tanton's fault. And if it has to fall on that green line, then it's going to have to be there because we know it's a right triangle. Once we know where that point is, now we can find delta X. 1, 2, 3, 4. We can find delta Y, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we can do A squared plus B squared equals C squared. So you're really taking the square root of, you're just doing Pythagorean theorem. Last one, number 12. A helicopter at 80-20 needs to fly to the nearest hospital. If the hospital locations are at 20, 60, and 110, 85, which hospitals should the helicopter fly? So what you're really saying is that you're here at 80-20. You have 2 choices, 2 places that you could go. You could go over here to hospital U, or you could go over here to hospital V. You just need to find the distance from T to U, find the distance to T from T to V, and then you want to fly to the one that's closer. So you're going to pick the one that has the shorter distance. So the distance to one of the hospitals was 72. The distance to the other hospital was 71.6. And so you're going to want to go to hospital V because it's a little bit closer. This one was a little bit closer. You had to do the distance formula 2 times. You had to do the distance formula 2 times.